Hello, this short video will show you where to find information on how your son or daughter is achieving in his or her classes. With the shift in assessment and reporting this year in our district, we have needed to make some changes in how the online digital tool manages and displays information. This is a quick overview of where to find that information and how to make sense of it. Okay, so once you've signed into your parent portal account, you should see a screen that looks like this. In the tab called Grades and Attendance, you'll see a 2-week period for attendance. You will also see the courses that your son or daughter is enrolled in at the moment, and you'll also see reporting periods over here. These columns indicate the first reporting period, the second reporting period, and so on. The E is not necessarily applicable to middle school students, as it stands for an exam. So some classes may have these, the core classes generally won't have an exam, and this is for our high school students. You'll also see total number of absences in that reporting period, so that should give you an idea. For the courses, you will notice that there are I's that look like this, but there may be also some percents or numbers. For this year and this transition year, core classes have already switched to using an achievement indicator scale, which uses the letters E, M, A, and B. Some classes, like the options, are still using percentages. This will change for next year. And so, unfortunately, the program as it is does not show those letter grades on this first page. And what you will need to do to get that information is to scroll down to whichever class you'd like to take a look at, and then you're going to click the I in the reporting period that you're concerned about. So this is the reporting period 2. So we'll click in here on the I, that tells us there's information. And then you'll see a page that looks like this. Here's where you find information on an ongoing basis for how your child is achieving in a particular class. You can see your child's current tasks and assignments and get information on how they're doing on those assignments. So if you scroll down, you will notice there's a due date column that's set by the teacher, a category column, assignments, flags, a score and percent column, a grade column, and finally a comment column. We'll just quickly go through what each of those entail. In the category section, where previously you may have seen categories like tests, quizzes, projects, and homework, you will now see categories that are related to general curricular outcomes for that course. And so if you'd like to get more information on what those are, depending on what course you're taking a look at, you will see an explanation in the View section. So for example, if I click into View, I can get that category description right here that tells us what curricular outcomes are in that category. Moving on to the assignment column, here's where you'll see the assignments that the students or your son or daughter has been working on. And most often you'll see that it's a type of assignment. It can also have information on the specific learner outcome that that assignment deals with. Moving over to the flag section, this can be helpful information as well. You scroll to the bottom, you'll see a legend that helps to explain what those icons mean. This information can be helpful for you in showing there are assignments that are late or missing, and so you can work with your son or daughter to make sure that those are completed, for example. The score and the percent columns. For middle school core classes, we're no longer using numerical data to report on student achievement. And so you will see zeros in here. Do not be alarmed. That just means that we aren't using numbers anymore. And so that information in those 2 columns, which we cannot hide, just shows zeros. And so ignore those 2. What is important and the information that will be helpful for both you and your son or daughter is the grade column. And this is the information you want to take a look at, because this is where teachers use an achievement level indicator to communicate progress on an outcome. So based on criteria that's set by the teacher on an assignment or a task, a student can demonstrate achievement on an outcome at an excelling level, or an E, a meeting level, which is an M, an approaching level, which is an A, or a beginning level, which would be a B. This information is used by the teacher to help determine next steps for your child. Hopefully this has helped to make sense of the information you see in the parent portal. For more information on how to see your son or daughter's overall reporting period or report card data, see the video called How to View Reporting Period Grades.